FM22 then is finally here. Shout out to the guys at Football Manager for dropping the beta whilst I was at the West Ham Genk game. Nice one, guys. Cheers. Appreciate that. So with the launch of the new game, I figured let's do something a little bit different for the channel. We're going to be doing an actual series. I know, it's not just stream highlights for once. We're actually going to try and do this properly this time. It should be fun. So it's a new game. It's a new series. We're off to Italy. We're off to the San Siro. Let's get into this. That's right then, folks. We are preparing Inter Milan for life after Lukaku. We're taking over from Antonio Conte and we're going to look into guide Inter Milan to not only domestic glory, but also let's try and get a Champions League as well while we're at it. We're here to win everything, viewers. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in watching further, then please, by all means, hit the subscribe button. And also, way down there, drop a like on the video. It would really, really help me out. And also, jump in the comment section and let me know who you're managing for the beta as well. I'm generally really interested to see who everyone's going for this year. I mean, one of the things I'm noticing off the bat is that on the email that I've been given about my appointment at Inter Milan, they've noticed the reputation, or lack of reputation rather, of being a title specialist. Bit harsh. I mean, someone didn't watch the Upton Park save on my Twitch stream last year. That's what I'll say. Speaking of which, I do stream about 3 times a week over on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/m_breezy. The link is in the description. I'm going to be managing my very own beloved West Ham United for the beta this year. So by all means, stop by whenever I'm live. Follow me on Twitter. That's when you'll know when I'm next live on there. It's good fun. So definitely come and check a stream out when you can. But right then, we need to... Well, before we meet the team, I said we we're going to meet the team. Before we do that, we should probably have a look at the club expectation and vision. We'll look at the tactical direction and that sort of stuff afterwards. But basically, their aims for this season is... I mean, they want to build a new stadium, which is fair enough. I think they actually are planning on knocking down the San Siro in real life. But in terms of the league format, they want us to qualify for the Champions League, which seems doable. Get to the final of the Italian Cup. Super Cup's not that important, apparently. And the Champions League, get to the first knockout round as a minimum, but that's only favoured. It's not an important requirement. So... I mean, how seriously are the board taking this? That's what I want to know. And as you can see on the transfer window email that we've just received, I mean, the 2 big departures from the league this season are very, well, not even ours anymore. Romelu Lukaku going back to Chelsea for 98 million, and then obviously good news for us that Cristiano Ronaldo is no longer in the league, so we don't really have to worry about him anymore, which is good. And this then is the squad. It's much like most teams in Italy. It's a pretty big squad. There's a lot of players. We're going to have to, get through a lot of these and figure out what we are going to be doing. But off the bat, I mentioned at the top of the video, there are some names in here that I'm very much looking forward to managing this season and this save really moving forward. First of all, on that list has to be Lautaro Martinez. You can kind of understand why, can't you? He's very, very good. Like, fantastic pace. The mentals are brilliant, and technically he's just excellent. And he's got those mental attributes there to be a pressing forward. Could work really well. I don't know if that's the role I'm going to use him in just yet, but yeah, definitely a player that I'm very happy is still here. Obviously, I still rather like Lukaku, but Martinez will be fine. We'll be absolutely fine with him. Moving further down the pitch, then we do of course have, in my opinion, one of the standout midfielders from the most recent Euros. And that's as far as I'm going to talk about it, to be honest. Nicolo Barella is he's just fantastic. Only 24 years old. I had him in a recent side towards the back end of FM21, and he was excellent. I'm so very happy that he's here. 20 work rate and 17 stamina for a box-to-box midfielder, and that is the role we're going to be using him in. He's magnificent. I think as that key midfield player, he is the guy. Like, he is. I'm not letting him leave ever. He has to stay forever. And a bit further down, of course, we do have the likes of Milan Skriniar, who is look at him. He's fantastic. Not going to the new wide centre-back role, it must be noted, with his 10 dribbling and 8 crossings. I don't think we'll be using him in that role, despite any temptation that might be coming my way. But he's fantastic. The spine of this team is actually really good. We've also got Sam Handanovic is still here, who, despite being 37 and having an acceleration of 9, like, his agility, his reflexes of 20, 17 for one-on-ones. He's a very good goalkeeper, viewers. Like, he's going to be... I'm very happy he's here for this first season or 2. I think he's going to be excellent. Although, given his age, we may have to look to think about getting a replacement in sooner rather than later. Also, shout out to Denzel Dumfries as well, who I've noticed is in at wing back. He obviously replaced Hakimi, who left in the summer, to PSG. But Dumfries is someone, again, I used last year and enjoyed a lot. So if he can be any bit as good as he was for me last year on FM, then we're going to have a good time together. So in terms of the tactics then, I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to be going with just yet, I'll be honest. I need to have a proper look through the team, but I'm looking through, I'm already thinking that a back 3 or back 5, depending on what way you look at it, is probably the way to go. Just because with Stefan de Vrij, Bastoni, and Skriniar. I mean, we'll look at Bastoni. He's a bit good again. Only 22, loads of room to grow. I don't know if his potential up yet. Yeah, so 4-star potential ability. Like, he could definitely he can improve a lot. He's already a very solid centre back. And I mean, 11 dribbling white centre back, it could happen. I mean, I've got to be careful with that, basically. Because you don't end up playing. Just because the new role is there, I can't just stick anyone in there and think it's going to work. It's definitely not going to be that way. But sticking with centre back, Stefan de Vrij again is another one who I'm. The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking a back 3 is definitely the way forward here. Now, the one thing you're probably wondering is, well, this is all well and good, but Lukaku's left. You big money, 98 million. You've got to be bringing someone in to replace him, right? Well, I haven't actually seen the budgets yet, so let's find out together, viewers, as we go 3, 2, 1. I can see it. I mean, we'll close this. I don't really want to take the induction. I don't want to take it. 17 million quid and 22 grand a week wage budget. It's not a lot. I'll be honest. I mean, Damsgaard's been recommended, and we can't afford him. You can't see that, but they reckon transfer value of 30 and 35 million. It's not happening, despite the fact my scouts love him. Okay, it's not brilliant. I mean, we knew coming into this that in a lot of the European leagues that there are a lot of clubs are in financial difficulties, and Inter seems to be no different, despite getting rid of Lukaku for 98 million. I mean, who did we actually bring in this summer? Okay, we spent 29 million. A lot of that was on, let's see it, Van Hoysten, Denzel Dumfries, yep, Darmian, excellent. And obviously, Edin Dzeko is the man that's been brought in to replace Lukaku. I mean, as far as target men go, he's quite good. So there's definitely, we're going to be playing long ball, aren't we? We're going to be playing Route 1 in Italy. Oh, Christ. So there you have it, really. I mean, there's a few more players we can definitely take a look at. Like Ivan Perisic is someone who maybe we sell. Now I'm looking at him, like he's all right, but he's 32. He's on 125 grand a week. I think that might actually be someone we look to sell. He's already wanted as well by PSG. Really? PSG? Okay, fine. Well, maybe we'll get 20 million for him. Who knows? Okay, so that's someone we can probably try and get rid of. Obviously, we've got Christian Eriksen here. Technically, mentally, very good. I don't know if physically he's the guy anymore. Like, just looking at his physical attributes in terms of his jumping reach and strength. Like, I don't know. We can maybe make Christian Eriksen work for us, but if not, he's on 230 grand a week. That he might be someone we look to offload. And another one who probably fits that mold is Alexis Sanchez, to be honest. I mean, 175 grand a week. He's only worth 8 million these days. And I don't know. I don't know how useful he's going to be to our side. Experienced striker. I don't think we're going to play him as a striker, I'll be honest. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, we're going to be doing a lot of the transfer stuff off camera pretty much. And then in the next episode, where we jump into the games, there hopefully will be a lot of progress done with the transfer side of things. And there'll be hopefully be some outgoings and, as a result, some incomings. But we can also look to exploit the loan market if needs be as well. Just have a look through here. Yeah, there's not really a lot of other names jumping out at me. I'll throw Vidal, I guess, obviously, and Brozovic, to be fair. Like, Vidal is... Okay, wow. Vidal's really good. Vidal, I mean, for 34, those physicals are going to drop off very, very quickly, but mentally and technically, he's outstanding. Definitely a good squad player to have. And Brozovic next to Barella. Okay, central midfield, we're absolutely fine in terms of central midfield. I think maybe we lack a little bit of extra firepower up front to partner with Lautaro Martinez. Actually, that reminds me. Where on earth is Esposito? You're all probably wondering it, because he's in the last few FMs, he's been fantastic. They didn't sell him, did they? Right, okay, he's on loan. Is he on loan from us? He must be, right? Yeah, he's on loan at FC Basel in is that in Switzerland, right? I'm pretty sure that's in Switzerland. It is in Switzerland. Okay. He would have been someone I would have looked to bid into the first team this season, but they've only gone and loaned him out. So that's gone well. Can we at least recall him at some point? Loan cannot be terminated, but well, he says it can't be. Maybe we can recall him then. Maybe in January we can look to recall Esposito if he's having a pretty productive loan spell and we need that striker to play alongside Martinez. Maybe this is the guy. We just won't be able to use him until January, which is annoying, to be honest. So as far as the season preview goes, then, we are actually second favourites to win the league this year. 13-5 are the odds on us. Obviously, Juventus are the hot favourites to win it this year. Milan, Napoli are also up there. Jose Mourinho's Roma in 6th. We'll see about that. They've got Tammy Abraham. That's worrying. In terms of the team of the Dream 11, we've actually got quite a lot of representation in this Dream 11, like Handanovic, De Vries, Skriniar, Brozovic, Barella, and Martinez. We've got a good side here. I think we've really got a good team here. I think it's just figuring out what the system is that we're going to play and what system best suits the players we have at our disposal. I'm already thinking, I don't know why this is on. I think I picked this on the start of the game. This isn't it. Already I'm thinking something like this. I think could have the potential to work. Box to box and ball in midfielder next to each other. Or maybe a DLP, to be fair. DLP on defend could probably work with the 3 centre-backs. And then if we just do a quick pick like that, yeah, maybe Dzeko could be a deep line forward or a target man, maybe. Like that should be fine. Or even complete forward. Actually, I'm not too sad about. Why is Barella not in my first team? Okay, so having a look through, I think something like this is probably what I'm going to be going with to start off with. Obviously, we're going to have to like look at the roles and the instructions and stuff like that. But in terms of the overall shape, I think this is probably suits the squad of players that we've got. Interesting enough, DeMarco's not someone I was actually familiar with at left wing back, but you know what? He could do a job. He's fairly well rounded. He's got excellent crossing ability. He's good on corners as well, and he's 18 for long shots. I mean, yes, give me all the long shots. But 11 tackling and 12 marking as well. He could be a pretty handy left wing back for us. I think that is an area that we are pretty weak in. What's really good this year is actually, if you go to your squad screen, the squad depth option is just there now. So you haven't got to go into your team report, or what was the team report anyway, and try and find that. But as you can see, looking at it, left wing back is definitely the area where we're most weak. We've got him, we've got Darmian, and we've got Kolarov. Even though Darmian's probably a bit more natural out on the right. So a left wing back option is probably what we need to look at. I think central midfield, we're probably fine. We've got Gagliardini in there, who, yeah, as a squad player could be fine. He's out for 3 to 7 weeks, so that's put a damper on things. And like we mentioned earlier, centre back, we maybe do with one more centre back just to provide a little bit of extra cover, and maybe striker. So okay, let's say left wing, striker, and centre back are probably the 3 positions that we need to sort of strengthen just in terms of depth. And we can get someone in to sort of maybe strengthen the first team. I don't think that's going to be necessarily the case for centre back, but left wing back and striker, I think there's definitely a bit of room where we can look at and say, can we get rid of someone in order to bring someone who suits what we're trying to do here? I think that's definitely going to be the aim for this summer. Fixture list then wise, we kicked the season off with a pretty, I was about to say easy. I've just looked at the September fixtures, viewers. It's not great. Well, we kick off with Venezia and Genoa for the first 2 games before September being the month of hell. Even going into October, we play Roma at home, then Juventus and Empoli away, followed by the Milan derby, which is going to be a home fixture for us, then Atalanta and Napoli. It's not the most easy of starts, I'll be completely honest. And obviously, our Champions League group has not been drawn yet. We are in the Champions League. Yeah, of course we are. Okay, so Champions League, our group hasn't been decided yet because there's still qualifying games going on. So we'll have to reveal who is in our group in the next episode, which will be out next week. But yeah, I think, as an introduction to the team, I think that is pretty... I think we're up to speed with what the challenge is for Inter Milan here, and trying to get through and defend our title. Really, that should be the aim for this season. We are reigning champions of the Serie A. Obviously, Juventus, even though they've had a pretty poor start in real life, I don't think you can count them out. They've still got a very capable squad, and obviously got the likes of Milan, Napoli, Roma, Atalanta, always dangerous as well. So it's not going to be easy, but if we can retain that league title and go back to back and show that we are the right person to take over from Antonio Conte, then that has to be the aim for this season. Obviously, I'd love to have success in the Champions League, but I think we really need to build a solid overall squad. And I'm not sure we have that just yet. But hey, stranger things have happened, right? You never know. So that'll do it, ladies and gents. I think that'll just about do it for episode 1 of this Live After Lukaku series. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's a bit of a challenge. It's a good squad with a few holes that we need to plug. But it's going to be interesting to see how we get on, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Episode 2 should be out next week, and that is where we'll be kicking off the league season, as well as introducing you to some new faces and saying some guys goodbye to some players who are already in the squad. Once again, if you have enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to seeing what happens in this series, do drop a subscribe button so you don't miss an upload, and please also drop a like on the video, as it really does help me out. And like I said, mentioned at the top of the video, get in the comment section, let me know who you are managing on FM22 beta this year, because I had a few people reply to me on Twitter about it, and I'm interested to see what even more people are up to for the new game. But yeah, I think that is a good place to leave it. So I'll see you next week. Look after yourselves. Up the Inter, I guess. Up the Inter. That's not a good way to end the video. For God's sake, Breezy, come on.